What is up guys, Alex here. Here you have the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus versus the Blackshark 3. In this video, I'll be talking about their specs, what basically they have to offer, which one is faster in gaming. I'm going to be running a benchmark and stuff like that, which one has better cameras, and yeah, without further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright guys, so first things first, the screen. The Xiaomi Blackshark 3 has a 6.67 inch screen, 1080 by 2400 AMOLED capacitive screen. It has a 395 ppi density with 90 Hz touch rate. It has a whopping, which I think is the leading refresh rate of a screen, or touch rate of a screen, is 270 Hz, which is one of the fastest phones out here, one of the fastest refresh rates out here in the phone industry, basically. 500 nits of brightness as well, and HDR10 plus. So the screen is very powerful. The screen, one of the best screens I've seen. That 1080p does drive back a little bit from the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a 1440 by 3040 pixels. So even though that the 1080 and 2400 is a little bit, worse, or a little behind compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, you can barely notice it. It's not like I'm gonna see the phone. Oh look, this phone has 1080p. Oh look, this phone has 1400 pixels. There is a big difference between 1080 and 1440. But other than that, you probably won't be able to notice the screens as well. This phone, what draws a lot of people's attention, this is a gaming phone as well, right here. This phone was meant for gamers, was made by Tencent Games. This is the 5G version again, but this phone was meant for gamers. Has a fan inside of it to keep it cool. If you get the Pro version, it also comes with a bunch of accessories that you can add on the CPU to make it colder. Now that brings me to my point on the GPU. The GPU on the Blackshark is a Snapdragon 865 of nucleuses, and the GPU for gaming, because of course this is a gaming phone, is an Adreno 6050. Now that compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus GPU is now the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a weaker Snapdragon. It has a Snapdragon 855, not Plus. So I mean, of course, what can you expect from a gaming phone versus a phone that is meant for working? If you compare the Snapdragons or the chipset, the Blackshark 3 does take the cake as an 865 of nucleuses. The Samsung has a 855, and you also guys see that in the videos that I'm showing you right now on the benchmark. The Blackshark CPU is better than the Samsung CPU. The GPU is also better. The Samsung Galaxy has an Adreno 640 versus an Adreno 650. So in CPU/GPU, the Blackshark takes the cake in that one. Now that you guys seeing those photos that I'm showing you of the test, you guys can obviously see which one. Now, even though it has better better CPUs and GPU, the gaming on this phone, in my opinion, I feel like it's not that far off from the Note 10 Plus. Again, but that's just in my opinion. I've used the Note 10 Plus longer than I've used the Blackshark 3. But on the Blackshark 3, I do have to say that it's definitely smoother with a 270 Hz screen refresh rate, for sure. Now, the storage. The storage on the Blackshark 3, you can get it in the 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes. But you also have to worry that if you get the 128 gigabyte version, you only get 8 gigabytes of RAM. But if you get the 256 gigabyte version, you get 12 gigs of RAM and an expandable micro SD slot. On the Blackshark 3, you get 128 gigabytes, right? You can either get an 128 gigabyte version or a 256 gigabyte version. This phone sadly doesn't have a micro SD slot to expand the memory further, but you do have to worry if you get the 128 gigabyte version, you only get 8 gigabytes of RAM, so it might draw back your gameplay from the RAM as well. But if you buy this game for gaming, you do need more storage, because games either have 2 gigabytes, at least mobile games like Fortnite, it's always having updates for the game, and right now I think it's at 13 gigabytes for the full game, free to download with all the updates, latest release. Call of Duty Mobile, 2 gigabytes, and I think it has some install after some updates when you install the game. So yeah, definitely you need a lot of storage with this phone, but 128 I think is sufficient enough to last you a couple of years of you gaming, and if not, then I guess you just have to play some games or some pictures. Now that brings me to the cameras. The Blackshark 3G has a triple cameras, one 64 megapixel wide, a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. The Samsung Galaxy Note10 Plus, well, the storage, same as the thing, 120 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabyte, and 12 gigabytes of RAM. Now, the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy Note10 Plus. The Samsung Galaxy Note10 Plus has one 12 megapixel camera, another 12 megapixel camera, and a 16 megapixel. One 12 megapixel camera is a wide camera, another 12 megapixel camera is a wide camera, and then another one is a telephoto camera. This being said, that the Blackshark has a better 64 megapixel camera, it's not that way, and I'll tell you why. First things first, the operating system, I know it's Android on the Blackshark 3, but its system functions draw back the camera's capacity, you know. So you can take cameras in 64 megapixel resolution, basically really high quality, they'll come out bad because the phone is trying to render all the colors in, and it just makes a bad mistake on rendering the colors in. So even though it has 64 megapixel cameras, you kind of feel like it's a little bit about the same with the colors and everything. Definitely the operating system, or the things that the operating system has, like the cameras, will definitely draw it back on the cameras. So that being said, it does have a 64 megapixel camera, but I will give Samsung half a point because the operating system does not draw it back as it does on the Blackshark 3. I mean, you can still take some pretty good photos on the Blackshark 3, but you do have to worry about the sensors picking up the colors wrong, and your camera, your picture eventually coming out the bad way. Now the frontal camera on the Blackshark 3 is a 20 megapixel wide camera. You can only shoot this sadly in 1080p HDR. Now, on the contrary, the Samsung camera is a 10 megapixel camera, but with this camera, with the frontal camera, you can definitely shoot at 2160 by 30 fps. Sadly, on this one, you can shoot at 2160. You can only shoot at 1080p. The back cameras can both shoot at 4K, 60 fps. But then again, as I said, the drawbacks on the Blackshark 3 are because of the operating system that it comes with the phone. Of course, for the gaming, you can definitely feel a change in the pictures as well, but as again, they're 4K 60 fps. You just have to worry about the operating system detecting or trying to pick up the colors the right way. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Note10 Plus has a 4,300 non-removable ion battery, milliamp hour battery, 4,300 milliamp hours. Now, the Blackshark 3, the battery in the Blackshark 3 is a 4,720 milliamp hour battery. That being said, you do need a larger battery for all the gaming that you're gonna do on this phone, because I assume that that's why people are mostly buying this phone for the gaming basically. On the Samsung, most people buy it, at least in my opinion. I got the Note 9 and I haven't switched for it in about 2 years. The Note 9, I do some gaming on it, but mostly it's just to probably text my friends or just watch YouTube videos. I don't really use it for gaming that much, but when I do use it for gaming, the Note 9 definitely comes up with its specs. It definitely doesn't let me down, although it does heat from time to time. You can definitely count on the Note10 Plus when you do need it for gaming, but I do recommend going for the Blackshark 3 when you are going for gaming. Definitely runs games faster, 270 hertz refresh rate, as I said before. Yeah, but again, bigger battery on the Blackshark 3, but then you have to remember big cameras as well, good cameras. It also has a 270 refresh rate and a 90 hertz FPS basically. So that might draw down the battery. So yeah, definitely. Now let's go into the conclusion. Alright guys, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you like, leave a comment down below. In my opinion, I feel like the Blackshark 3 it has bigger battery, better specs in my opinion, better cameras as well. So yeah, in my opinion, the Blackshark 3 even though the camera or the operating system did bring the camera, it drawed it back a little bit. Definitely, in my opinion, it's still one, and it's one of the most uniquest phones that is out here. I know that the Note10 Plus has a pencil as well that also makes it unique a little bit, because you don't see a lot of phones that come with an internal pencil. And the Apple Pencil you have to buy separately, but with the Note 10 it comes with a pencil. Now definitely, again, Blackshark 1. But yeah, if you guys seem to enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.